both vying for an opportunity to go to the New Englands in Hartford on March 27th, 28th, and 29th. I wish the best of luck to both of them. Introducing, first of all, Christi, who will be the guest on the scoreboard, coached by David Sylvester, Tom Fitzgerald, and Pat McNeil. Starting today, number 2, Charlie Gordon. Number 5, Peter Sylvester. Number 10, Tom Fitzgerald. Number 12, John McNeil. And number 32, Nick Sybeck. Now, Christi King of Rutland, coached by Bill O'Rourke and Ron Fabian. Their starters, they will be the Rice team on the scoreboard. Starting number 00, Mike Robatello. Number 3, Pat O'Rourke. Number 13, Matt Sanborn. Number 15, Sam Fabian. And number 33, David Perry. Let's have a good game.
All right, so you've got the introductions, the starting lineups for the 7th, 8th grade championship game between Christi and Christi King. Bill O'Rourke squad up here at the Rice Memorial High School. The Bernie Saplicki court. And we'll have the opening tip-off for you momentarily on Munger Vision. Sybeck on the jump ball. Sanborn being the gold uniform, wearing number 13. Sybeck will be number 32. And we are underway, 6-minute quarters. Overtime if necessary. You play to have a winner. Here comes Pat O'Rourke up, and Pat O'Rourke with the finish. That happens real quick. 5 seconds into the basketball game. It'll be 2-0 Christi King as they're playing for the CYO State Championship. Right to go to Hartford, Connecticut for the New Englands. They'll kick the ball back. That'll be a 2-point shot. It'll be all twine. Oh, this could be a high-scoring affair here. O'Rourke, isolated in the back court, will bring the ball down and get it out to Sanborn. Sanborn's got a left-handed shot and going to use it right now. He's just all alone, and he'll drain it for 2. Sanborn went airborne with the ball and sinked it. Swished it. How's that for grammar? Fitzgerald, number 10, with the basketball. He looks like he's going to be the point man on this Christi team. A lot of height out there for Christi. And speaking of that, Sybeck out on the elbow. They'll turn their fire, and they'll be off the mark. Rebound taken over by Christi King. Number 12 originally had it, McNeil. He lost it on the ball being swatted away, and Pat O'Rourke talking to his father, the head coach Bill O'Rourke, and he'll get the play set here. And Sanborn this time drawing a little more attention on the perimeter as O'Rourke passed up the 3-ball. Excellent 3-point shooter O'Rourke is. Sanborn taking his time, going all the way over to the other elbow. He'll try this side and not the same results. He'll miss it. And on the run, now comes McNeil. He gets into a crowd of transitional defenders for Christi King. He'll give it off on the trail, and Sylvester with the bucket. So it goes 5-4 now, Christi with the lead. Sanborn again being patient, taking his time, waits for O'Rourke. He'll get the basketball to Patrick O'Rourke. O'Rourke all the way back up between circles, brought the defender with him on that side. That was number 2, Boardman, that was following him all the way up and through. And they're going to follow. You see him shadowing Sanborn. It is a box and one. It's a zone defense by the other 4 defenders, and they've got a person in Boardman following O'Rourke all the way around the court. So a lot of attention being paid to Patrick O'Rourke defensively here by Christi. And Cybeck wants to drive. Sanborn seal him up. They'll bring the ball back, and no, won't roll in for him. On the glass, you can see McNeil with the basketball up and got it. 3-ball for Boardman. We have a timeout taken by Christi King, and they need it. As they look out a sink, it's 8-4, Matter Christi, and that'll be a full timeout taken by Christi King. And so Robert Tello with the basketball. And timeout taken not quite midway point, just a little bit shy of the midway point. And O'Rourke. And that's going to be knocked away by Cybeck. Comes right back to Sanborn and Robert Tello. And they'll play toss with Perry down in the corner and bring it back up for O'Rourke between the circles. O'Rourke weaving his way in, puts a shot up and got it. Patient offense. McNeil, number 12 on him defensively. Just couldn't keep up with the cut at the top of the paint. There goes 8-6 now. Matter Christi with the lead. We got the ball in down low. The damage has been done from the outside by Matter Christi. They've been shooting tremendously from perimeter early on here in this first quarter of play. O'Rourke beat the first defender, hands the ball back out to Fabian. He'll get out of the paint, give it to Sanborn, they'll just recycle. No shot clock, they'll be very patient. They'll make that zone slide. Sanborn's already knocked down one outside shot. Trying for number 2, no. Perry with the big rebound. Fridge will get it, and they'll give it off to Robertello, and he's looking for O'Rourke, and he'll pivot all the way around, and here's Sanborn between circles. Sanborn will get the ball back, and look at the team leader out there, floor leader out there. It'll be O'Rourke. They'll go to Robertello. Sanborn down inside to Fabian. He'll lose his balance, get the ball off, and again, he'll be patient and milk out each possession. They're only getting a running gun game right now with Matter Christi. O'Rourke, there it is, the kickoff. Sanborn's got to make these count, and he does. That was a great offensive set. We're tied at 8. So since that timeout taken by Christi King, they've been able to settle down and run off 4 points here. On the run, the finger roll won't go. The putback no good. And Robertello to the floor will get back up and hand the ball off to O'Rourke. They'll call the playouts. We're down to a minute to go here in the opening quarter play in the state championship game for CYO 8th grade. The 6th grade Christi King boys have already won the championship. And the 8th grade boys trying to follow up with a foul call on the arm. And that'll be the first foul of the basketball game, I believe. So 50 seconds to go in first quarter action. He'll swing the ball to Sylvester from Fitzgerald down inside, and Sanborn came up with the basketball, and now will come O'Rourke. O'Rourke behind the back will go off to Robertello. Fabian was in the paint, elected not to take the shot, and Sanborn is hot. Oh, he's 3 for 4 from the outside. Gives Christi King the lead back. They added it 2-0, and now they have it at 10-8. And you can see they'll dump the ball over here on the elbow. 12 seconds on the clock. They're going to try to work the ball for a good shot. They're down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds. There it is on the baseline, stolen away by O'Rourke. He does these half-court things really well. That's not from half-court. That's going to be a 10-8 Christi King lead at the end of 1 quarter of play over Matter Christi in 8th grade championship. CYO. See Peter Sylvester waiting the whistle so he can get going. Fitzgerald will be number 10. He'll run the point. Jack Foley in the ball game now, along with Mercier number 11 as Christi King changes. Foley 5, Mercier 11. Side back up, missing. Followed up his own shot. He got it again. And boy, that's great work. Great work by Sideback as he just stayed on it. And Foley will bring the ball into O'Rourke. Fabian remains out there for Christi King. Sanborn and then Mercier is the only other change besides Foley. Foley, the Mercier, and Mercier does a lot of damage inside. He's very strong and athletic to go inside. Got Foley, and you can hear from the sideline the word patience, patience, patience. That pass was knocked down from behind. And there's the ball up ahead. The ball fake, they'll dump it down inside the side back, and he got it. Boy, that's running the floor real nice. That's getting it up and down the floor. And we got a 12-10 Mater Christi lead. There's the baseline release. Fabian will go up and leave it short. A great athletic move to protect the basketball, but didn't put enough mustard on the shot to get it to the hoop. Quick push front court, and Mater Christi, they've been three-balling it pretty effectively here in the first half of play. We're going to go down inside the sideback, and Mercier got it yanked out of his hands. The sideback will miss the shot, and that's Sanborn with the grab on the rebound with sideback coming in. Foley will make the grab. Great hands Foley has. He'll make the catch and bring the ball back to O'Rourke. Stands at the center court logo. We're at Rice Memorial High School, and that shot will be put up, and no. Fabian will regain it. He'll recycle the offense. He'll pull it back out and let O'Rourke. Got a blocking foul called up top. It's going to be called, I believe, on Boardman. Charlie Boardman, 1-5. I apologize. It's actually on Fabian of Christ the King. They call it on the screen, so Fabian called for the foul. With a 12-10 lead, Mater Christi. Fitzgerald directing some traffic. Brings it off to Boardman. Boardman will go up and pivot. And stolen. Fabian got in the pass lane, anticipated it, stole the basketball. And Perry getting set to check back in for Christ the King as they got him some minutes on the bench. There's the trail back. Fabian with the great grab. He's going to step to the hole. Up and no. Fabian up. No. Sanborn up. Yes. We're tied at 12. Good work on the boards by the Crusaders of Christ the King from Rutland. Fitzgerald, very patient on this offensive set, has Mercier on him defensively. Gave it off to Sylvester, and he'll go back to sideback. They'll go down inside to Boardman, and boy, behind the back pass, kind of nifty thing right there. That'll go up, and no. Rebound, one and done as O'Rourke got the rebound. O'Rourke into the front court. O'Rourke, great catch, great pass, no shot. He was going forward and it might have slipped off his hands. That was Mercier with the shot. Fitzgerald, coast to coast, bangs it off the boards too hard, and O'Rourke doesn't hear footsteps coming behind him, and now he does. He'll pull the dribble back, go between the legs, and Patrick O'Rourke, very slick ball handler out there with 2:40 to go in the half. Sanborn waiting, Sanborn. There's the grab by Foley. Jack Foley's a good driver to the hole too. He's a slasher. Right now they're running exactly what their coach wants them to do. Patient offense, take time down, be good shot selection. And yeah, foul on the, well, I'll wait and see if it's on the floor or not. Oh, okay, 2 shots, so side back will be assessed the foul. They'll have to wait for Perry to check into the second shot. And so we're all set now. Everybody's situated on the box, and Fabian. Oh, looked good when it left his hand. Just came off the back of the iron hard, and for Mater Christi, number 15 coming in, kind of think of it. That's his first time in the basketball game. Getting a lot of height on that Mater Christi squad. And all is taking place in a 12-12 game with 2:30 to go in the second quarter of play. Fabian will miss them both. Perry's going to be pushed from behind on Perry. It'll be his first personal. He's trying to go through the body of McNeil. And so Fitzgerald, getting no press in the backcourt. You don't see Coach O'Rourke seem press that often this year. He's had teams in the past where he has, but not this year. That's a long 3-ball, and that's a good 3-ball. Stankovic from South Burlington, Vermont, launched that one up. I don't mean he is, but he was standing in South Burlington when he put that one up. Well, actually, we should go further down. Williston. He was standing in Williston. And Stankovic will get the ball out. Fitzgerald will be fouled by Fabian. A foul on Fabian, 15-12 to score, minute 51 to go in the half. And Coach O'Rourke wanting a timeout taken with his team down, grabbing a little break, and get them organized. That's what Fitzgerald, after that timeout taken by Christi King, he'll have the basketball. Cybeck traveled. Yeah, he wanted to go on the cut inside, and that was covered. And 22 in the ball game now for Mater Christi is Kuzno out there, number 22 in blue. (15-12), Mater Christi with the lead. It's gone back and forth. Each team's had the lead, and it's been a good first half of basketball. Oh, look at that steal. Stankovic. Stop, waits for the trailer, and just wasn't there. Smart play. They went back to the point guard, and Fitzgerald will lean back, and no. Mistimed his jump on the rebound, and that gave Mater Christi back the basketball. They'll go between circles. They'll recycle their offense now and get set back up and run through the play. See him bounce to the outside, bring the basketball back. That's going to be up, and no. Trying to use the window to get the basket. Perry with the rebound. Give it back to O'Rourke, and he'll come to Robertello. Under a minute to go, 55 seconds to go in the first half. Christi King down by 3, and they give it off to Sanborn. He'll put up another shot, and nope. Shot very well from the outside, and Robertello hard to the floor. He's going to get up, get back into the play. This is Fitzgerald with the basketball. He'll put it up, 3-ball on it, no. Rebound, Fabian. He's looking for the outlet. He'll give it off to O'Rourke, who glances up at the clock. 32 seconds to go in the half, and Christi King trailing by 3 will have the basketball. O'Rourke all the way in, up, controls the body, no good. Rebound, foul. O'Rourke slow to get up, but he does get up. .22 called for the foul, and that's Kuzno. And so Sam at the line, Fabian. Yes. Boy, that was one of those you had to wait shots because it went off the back of the rim straight up and then down. Fabian cuts it to a 2-point deficit, trying to make it a 1-point game after this shot. Fabian this time. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he banged it off the backboard and in. That'll count. 15-14, 20 seconds. Second quarter action. And Fitzgerald with the basketball. He looked very well out there. Done a nice job at the point. They don't switch off. Robertello just went below the screen, and Fabian. They'll switch off this time, and he'll come back, and that's a lot of quickness out there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Stankovic will miss it, and that's going to be the quarter. That'll be the half. Good job by both teams, but it's going to be a 1-point lead for Mater Christi, 15-14 over Christi King in the CYO championship on Munger Vision. We're going to be getting underway here in the third quarter of play. They switched into the court, and Alex Thayer in the ballgame, number 23 for the first time today. He's on the point. Fabian will make the grab on the low pass. He'll wheel to the free throw line. He wants to go down to Perry, who was open. Perry came back to meet the ball, come back to Fitzgerald. So they'll turn the ball over in their first possession. On the floor, trying to slide to the hole, and that shot taken away on the perimeter also as O'Rourke stepped out on Fitzgerald. Sylvester, number 5 out there along with Fitzgerald for Mater Christi, and number 2, Boardman. Cybeck. Oh, got a 2-pointer. Cybeck will also be in the ball game. I need one more body. Oh, number 12 out there is McNeil. That's the 5 on the floor for Mater Christi. They're up by a 17-14 count right now. As the winner will be the state of Vermont champion in the CYO basketball. And there'll be a turnover. They'll chase down the basketball, and Sylvester will bring the ball into play to Fitzgerald. Nobody in the backcourt pressuring the defense. It'll be O'Rourke picking it up just past mid-court, right there at that center court logo. And O'Rourke felt the screen. They switched off with Fabian, and now Fabian wants to slide back to his defensive position. We have a foul down inside. A 3-second call. First one of the afternoon in any game I've done. I've done 4 ball games up here, and that is the first 3-second call. There's Thayer to Fabian, back to Thayer. Pass snapped it off on the elbow, and Sanborn who's been doing his damage from the outside, tried to take it to the hole, and Sybeck with the rebound. He'll bring it off to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking down in the court yet. McNeil, or Boardman actually down the floor, and he give him the basketball. This is going to be put up, and no, it'll rim out. Look at that follow-up of the shot as McNeil followed up his own shot. Rebound, Perry will get it. Has a couple of chances that time for Matter Christi, and they couldn't finish the deal. Robertello going to be coming back in the basketball game for Christ the King. He wears 00 out there. They are open. Going to take it. No. Sybeck on the glass. Gets the ball back. Fitzgerald with the basketball. You can see him get the ball to the free throw line. Now Sybeck, I don't think he'll take the shot from out there. And each team being very disciplined running their offense. It's fun. It's good to watch. Very fun to watch. Offenses run like this. Three ball on it. No. And Perry with that long wingspan will reach over, grab the ball, pull it to himself, and give it off to Rourke. Rourke really hasn't got going yet offensively. Sanborn looking, can't go down inside. Thayer will give the ball off to Fabian. Fabian wants to go against Sybeck, but thinks better of it. He'll kick it out, and Sanborn, see him stop, pull it out. Thayer. Fabian, he'll step inside, and we'll go to the opposite hand. That was a big-time move by Sam Fabian. Because we're at halfway point here in the third quarter. 3 minutes to go. 17-16, and it's been tight like this basically through the whole ball game. Neither team's really put a lot of miles between each other. And they wanted to go baseline. That option was taken away. Count it. The basket's going to be good. Gold 13 is Sanborn. Okay, I'm looking. So Sanborn will get the foul. And Robertello coming in for Thayer. Good minutes by Thayer as he can sit down now and catch his breath. And also coming in will be Connor Stankovic. Then they're going to allow the subs. Stankovic will come in. He'll replace Sylvester. That's a Matter Christi change right there. 20-16, Matter Christi extending the lead to 4 points now. And we've gone to 2:40 to play, third quarter. Fabian will set the screen. He'll roll to the hole. He'll get the basketball, and that was defended very well. See him rip the ball free, and that they can keep possession to Perry. Nope, ran a bunny shot, didn't finish it. Tipped around, and Perry planting the foot. Got to get out of the paint. He'll dribble out of the paint. A good play by Perry. So Fridge Perry will back O'Rourke, keeping the dribble alive, putting on quite the exhibition right there of how well he handles the basketball. Sanborn, Robertello open. Oh, he thought about it too much. He's got to pull the trigger on that early. Yeah, once you think that much, you shouldn't take the shot. And a foul will be on Fitzgerald. Got a hold call. Yeah, they're going to have Robertello take the basketball out of bounds for Christ the King's 8th grade squad. No, just 7th, 8th grade combined. They'll dump the ball in the back, and O'Rourke off the screen, and no. Oh, there's Fabian. Got stripped of the ball going back up. Fabian has it again. Fabian to Robertello. He'll do a complete spin. It'll be knocked out of his hands, and that's going to be still in bounds. Now it'll hit the inline. It's going to be gold. It's going to be off from Robertello, and it'll be, that was a great scramble. It's going to be blue basketball after all said and done. Yeah, and they got a timeout taken by Matter Christi, and Christ the King down by just 4, 20-16. Third quarter slipping away here to just 1:50 to go. Fabian on the sideline being attended to. I didn't see what happened to Sam. I don't know if he's got a cramp in his leg or what, but hopefully he'll be all right and be able to come back in the basketball game. That's an Agnes in there, and he'll get the basketball, hand it to Robertello, to O'Rourke, and back to Robertello. Sanborn and company down by 4, looking for some offense, and it's been a quiet offensive day for Christ the King. That's going to be out of bounds, be gold basketball. O'Rourke looking and finding Sanborn. Robertello. Been very used to his offense. More though, I'm used to O'Rourke running the point and creating off the dribble, and he's not doing that today. The shot up and no good. It was taken by number 2, Boardman. And Robertello will pivot, trying to find some open space to work with. We're down to a minute to go. Sanborn started the day off 3 for 4 from the outside. And they kind of come out and challenge him a lot more so that he doesn't get that free space to put the shot up. They tried to set the screen with Perry, and it just was brushed off too loose. Perry with the basketball, 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Sanborn up, and will it bounce? Nope, thought he might get the second bounce. Down with the rebound was number 12, McNeil. 28 seconds to go now in the quarter. Fitzgerald will work between circles. He'll watch the clock. Will he take it down for the final shot? I don't know. Nope, that answers that question. He'll put it up. No. Tipped and controlled from Perry to Sanborn. 12 seconds left. Now O'Rourke will run the point. There's the screen. O'Rourke going to take it all the way in. Got fouled. That's what I meant. I'm used to O'Rourke running the point and creating his offense off the dribble just like that right there. And he'll get 2 shots and he'll step to the line. And he is going into the, he's in the free throw shooting competition. He's advanced to the next level, represent the state of Vermont. That was won last year at the different age group by Kyle Casarino. O'Rourke showing you the stuff right there to put it in. It's been a long time. They've been stuck on 16 for quite a while. They haven't had a big offensive, neither team has, third quarter. 20-17, looking to cut it down to a bucket lead. He does. And so side back, still got 4.9 seconds. That's plenty of time. That's going to count if he gets it just off the mark. 2018, Matter Christi with the lead as we head into the 4th quarter of play for the championship on CYO on Munger Vision. Final 6 minutes of the ball game, where we could go to overtime, but it's a tight one. It's 20-18, and Fitzgerald came off the screen to get open. O'Rourke will match up with him now. I mean, I know, I'm just watching this team for many years, and I just think they got to get O'Rourke more involved in the offense. They've only scored 18 points. I'm talking about Christ the King. Outside 3 ball, no. That thing was literally halfway down. O'Rourke will be tied up by McNeil. It'll become Christ the King ball in the possession arrow. And Thayer back in the ball game, and he's going to go back to the point. They put O'Rourke out here on the wing. When his pass is low right there, Perry with a nice job of handling it. We'll go back to Perry. Sanborn had it rejected back to him, and now Thayer between circles. And boy, Sanborn, I don't know if he's going to take the shot, but quick hands down there by Sylvester. Oh, it's not Sylvester. That's Connor Stankovic. Stankovic with the quick hands will tie up the basketball, and then the arrow this time will go with Matter Christi. That's Sylvester down the side back, got inside position, easy roll to the basket. Big man, you can't give that inside. I'd make him turn from the baseline, not to the baseline. O'Rourke couldn't get the shot off, didn't have any space. There's the screen set for him, bring it back to Perry. He'll put it up and get it. Perry and O'Rourke worked so well from that point position from on top. 22-20 now, Matter Christi's lead still at 2. When they've had the lead, they haven't ran away. It's been a tight ball game. Been very much a chess match, actually. Jump ball called. O'Rourke will tie it up. And we're going to have Mercier, number 11, Greg Mercier coming in along with Robertello. Those are Christ the King changes. So O'Rourke has his pocket picked by Fitzgerald, and boy, you don't see that very often. Big play, and oh, they threw the ball away. Yep, they've lost their composure, and this is a big 3 ball. No. 24-20 on the swing here. And they're going to have Sanborn called for the illegal screen, the moving screen. Surely, yeah, what it is, it's not a block or a moving screen, it's an elbow. And Christ the King needing a timeout, taking a timeout, down by 4, and They'll be on defense when they get back. Yeah, so big point, 4:10 to go. They're not big long quarters. Momentum all the way back to Mater Christi. With some turnovers, they were able to get the ball, and I'm not sure the call. Timeout? Oh, timeout call by Mater Christi. They don't want to lose possession on the 5-second count. They run the stack, and they call the side back called for the foul. Then they burned a timeout to save possession, and then they came back out and gave it up with the foul. Foley in the basketball game. And he'll get it into Sanborn back to Foley. And looks like Jack will run the point. Yeah, Jack's going to bring the ball down. Jack Flash Foley out there, number 5. He'll bounce around and get the ball off the elbow to Sanborn. Sanborn back to Foley. He's a good shooter, Foley is. He's also a slasher to the hole. They give it off to Perry, drew the defense to him, and no, had to wait. Boy, it's been cold offense today since early on when Sanborn made 3 out of 4 shots from the perimeter. Sylvester, no, had a good look at it. Perry pushes it forward to Foley. Foley will slow it down. Foley keeping the dribble alive. Defender wasn't close enough to count the 5-second count. And that's going to be Sanborn for another perimeter shot. This time a 3-point shot will make it a 1-point ball game. So Sanborn at least with 9 points in the ball game, unofficially. That's going to be put up, and no. That shot taken by McNeil. Going to stay down this end of the floor. We're getting down to 3 minutes to play in regulation. 1-point ball game. Slybeck missed it. Boy, they got the play they wanted, and they just didn't cash in on it. O'Rourke will slide back to the point. No, he's going to give the ball back to Foley. Foley to Sanborn. Sanborn's been the leading scorer in the ballgame for Christ the King. O'Rourke all the way in on the running hook shot, no good. Rebound up and in! Sanborn put it up and in, and that'll give the Crusaders the lead back for the first time in a long time. Will it roll? No. Slybeck up, Slybeck no. Slybeck, jump ball. He will throw Sanborn to the floor. Slybeck is quite a muscular built young man. Foley coming out, Robertello coming to take his spot, and we've got a 25-24 Christ the King lead. Be blue basketball, Mater Christi. Taking the shot off the perimeter, got the bounce. Boardman with a big bounce. We'll give him back the lead, 26-25. O'Rourke keeping his balance after turning the corner. He'll come off to Robertello. They're looking for Mercier. It will be saved. No, it will not be saved. Actually, it was, but the throw back in hit the sideline, inline out of bounds. It'll be Christ the King basketball. Well, they got a body on Sanborn now. Stankovic out there, and Sanborn to Robertello. He'll make the grab, and he'll bring it back to Sanborn. Minute 57 to go. 1-point ball game. Christ the King down by 1. They have Robertello. If they reverse the basketball, he was open on the far side, and he'll make a good catch on a high pass. Again, they're keeping the ball away from O'Rourke as they have Fitzgerald chasing them all over the court. Sanborn, no. Ball tipped, and it'll be controlled by Slybeck. Fitzgerald with the basketball. 1.5 to go in regulation. Fitzgerald. And Mater Christi looking to go to the championship. Well, win the championship and go to the New Englands in Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah, not much Sanborn could do. Slybeck had played Slybeck from behind. Slybeck pinned him on his backside and then walked right into the baseline, and the ball delivered perfectly, and not much you can do there defensively once you give up that spot. Yeah, there's 2 shots because of the shooting foul, but he wanted to come over. The referee didn't want to check, make sure that the 1-on-1 was in effect also for later in this ball game. And so Slybeck, big free throws right here. The big man. Gonna get another chance. He'll get another chance. Minute 20. This thing far from over. He'll miss them both, and Sanborn will get the ball out to Robertello. Robertello thought about the shot, and then he gave it up. Now they get the ball into O'Rourke's hand. See if he tries to take it off the dribble. Wasn't there. Takes his time. 1 minute to go in the game. Christ the King down by 1. And O'Rourke will three-ball it! Well, they kept the ball out of his hands for most of the ball game. And Christi will call timeout. 49 seconds to go in regulation. 28-26. Christ the King and Coach O'Rourke telling him to settle down. There's a mile to go here. Another mile to still walk. And we'll zoom in right on Coach O'Rourke's shoulder. Well, a couple of viable options if you look at Christi would be to go down inside to Cybeck. He's been able to get the ball down low on the blocks, and if he can't make the shot, he can get fouled and sent to the line. So he'd be, to me, option number 1. They've had a lot of hot shooters from the outside in this contest. And O'Rourke getting a new Gatorade from his mom, who made a perfect throw from the top of the bleachers. That was Sandy that threw that from the top. Yeah, right on the money, too. Yeah, well, I knew Bill didn't have the talent. I knew it was the mom, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, to kind of break the tension, but it's 28-26. Christ the King of Rutland with the lead with just 49 seconds to go in regulation. And you really could be looking at overtime. And Coach O'Rourke, very thorough, very on the same mindset as his players. Really communicates well. Will set up probably not just the defense, but what happens if they do make the basket and it's tied up? What he wants done after that. Christi, I'll be shocked if they go for a last shot here. I would be very surprised. There's too much time, number 1, on the clock, 49 seconds. That's a lot of time to take off the clock. And again, Cybeck, always going to be a good option down low. Cybeck was just engaged. There's a foul. Yeah, Coach O'Rourke wanted to know what happened to the foul when he threw Sanborn to the floor. And Sanborn, checking with him, says he's okay. And O'Rourke, I think, is going to the line. I think they said the 1-on-1. They're checking now. Is it the 1-on-1? It is not the 1-on-1 for Christ the King. The ball will just be taken out of bounds. 33 seconds to go. Yeah, now you're going to see O'Rourke handle the basketball. And O'Rourke turned, want to know where the foul was. Oh, that's got to be intentional. That's got to be intentional. That should be a flagrant foul. He never made a play on the ball. I don't care. That's a flagrant foul. That's a terrible non-call. That's a flagrant foul right there. Yeah, you didn't call that flagrant. You call it technical foul. That's a terrible job by the referees. He's upset because it was a flagrant foul. First of all, he was just manhandled and tackled. You have to make a play for the basketball. And that was just, I tell you, I don't care. That's terrible handling of the job by the officials. From the initial non-flagrant foul call and now the technical foul. Well, they'd had it under control until this point, and that was just blowing the game at the end right there. Yeah, and they get the ball back with 28 seconds going, a chance to win us. Timeout called by Christi, and hopefully the players have it together. Maybe the officials can get it together for the final 28 seconds. Well, that's good sportsmanship by Pat O'Rourke right there. Well, for the ball game, we'll see what happens right here. 28.2 seconds to go. Christi down by 1. There's Cybeck up, blocked by Sanborn. Sanborn fouled. Finally, the correct call. And we'll see Sanborn with a massive block on Cybeck, and it should be the 1-on-1. And this thing's far from over now. Nope, still not the 1-on-1. 18 seconds. First of all, you got to get the ball in bounds. Then if they do foul you, you got to get it called for you, and then you got to make the free throws. Call timeout. Good play. They'll call timeout. That's good. They'll have possession coming out of the timeout. Foley, and now I don't know if they still have a timeout left or not. Foley told about running the baseline. Good catch by Sanborn. And foul called. Now he made a perfect play for the ball. That's a good legitimate foul him intentionally to stop the clock. But it's only the 1-and-1. This is big. Still a ton of time left. 15 seconds left. And even if he makes both of them, it's still just a 3-point shot that would tie it up, or a 2-point basket and a foul and the 1. Or if he missed the front end, he can still come down and just get 2-point shots. I mean, there's a ton of time left. Got it. Tell you what, he willed that one in. Yeah, and Robert Teller will come in for Foley. That just is a defensive switch right there. Gives him a better matchup defensively. Switched it. 2 big shots by Sanborn. What a ball game Sanborn's played. Now, if you're Christi King, you don't want to foul here. Play the perimeter, don't foul. Yeah, you got to switch off like that. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. It's up, it's going to count, and it's going to be just off the mark. That's the ball game. Christi King holds on despite everything and will win the ball game. They are the CYO State of Vermont champions for 7th and 8th grade teams. I'll tell you what, tremendous ball game. And Fabian, still injured, being helped to walk around. No matter, Christi is a good team, a good-looking team. They could have easily won this thing. I think they want to get the handshakes in before they hand out the trophies.
Both teams couldn't win.
I think it sums it up well. Yep.
Well worth the price of admission. Well worth the wait. Those of us in girls that were waiting for this game, it was not a disappointment by any means at all. 2009 Vermont State runner-up in the 7th and 8th grade Catholic Grammar School goes to Mater Christi. Indicating that they are Vermont State champs. They also have the opportunity to go to New England in Hartford. We award this boys 7th and 8th Catholic Grammar School trophy to our 2009 champs, Christ the King of Life.
So congratulations to Christ the King. Dramatic ball game. A lot of emotion, and they'll be heading off to Hartford, Connecticut for the New Englands.